guys, welcome back. Lantern year 6 of our Kingdom Death Monster campaign. I'm super excited. We're facing the Drifter Knight this year. Probably get annihilated and it'll probably mean the end of the campaign, but I can't wait. I can't wait to fight the Drifter Knight. We're just going to do it and go with it. We have 7 survivors, so if these 4 die, we have 3 remaining survivors to go out on the next hunt. So probably not the best idea to go out and face an untested monster, but I'm super excited for it. Anyways, it's going to be a blast, even if I get annihilated and we have to restart the campaign. I just don't want to wait to play it anymore. So with that, let me show you real quick who I'm sending out, and then we'll dive into the hunt. All right, first we're going to be sending out Mrs. Beaver. She's got that +2 strength and can double dash. She's user reroll though, so we're SOL if she rolls bad. We're sending her out with the Catgut Bow, Clawhead Arrow, Cat Eye Circlet, Cloth Armor. Thermony. We're sending out Burn as well, who's also used the reroll, but they've got Rageaholic, Secretive, +1 accuracy, +1 strength, +1 evasion, 6 movement, which is awesome. And on top of that, we're using the silk boots. We get another +1 movement, so he has 7 movement. Then our smattering of Spidicules armor with the skull helm attached. So yeah, that'll be a pretty good one going into this. Next is Hwyn. +2 strength, +1 evasion. She's got Order of Death. She's got Red Fist, so I actually need to add +1 strength token to everybody because of that. But she has Morbid Curiosity, so hopefully we don't get screwed in the hunt. We're sending her out with the Rawhide Armor set, Hooded Scrap Guitar, Monster Grease, so we can get +2 evasion, so that'll be really good. Next is Jadis. She has double dash, +1 strength, +1 evasion. We're sending her out with the leftover Rawhide Armor, partial set, cloth for the waist, Monster Grease, Bandage, Bone Darts, Bone Axe, all that good stuff. All right, so I think we have fairly good chances. I just don't know what to expect. So I don't know if we need a lot of insanity. I don't know if if we need a lot of movement. So hopefully this is the haberdash of survivors that I'm sending out is gonna work out for us. So we'll see. With that, let's go. So we got Drifter Knight hunt event, 2 random hunt events, a Drifter Knight, and then the Drifter Knight herself. So I'm excited to get into these. These should be really cool. I really wish I was like thinking about going to like the UPS store or whatever and getting these printed in color, but it's like 70 cents per page to print these off. So I might do it anyways. But for now, unfortunately, we just get black and white cards from my crappy home printer. But with that, let's get started. So Mrs. Beaver is going to be the first event revealer. We are going to get Hot Spring. A faint, metallic, and fruity scent fills the mist, while a gentle warmth emanates from a hot spring just ahead. Small creatures float happily through the swinging pool, and the fumes bring peace to the survivors. Okay, each survivor may bathe in the spring. If they do, set their insanity to 0 and roll a d10. On a 7+, they remove 1 random disorder. If they remove a disorder, they gain +1 survival. Do we have any bad disorders? Burn has Rageaholic and Secretive. That's the only one that's really bad. So they set their insanity to 0, which their insanity is already 0. So if any survivor bathes in the spring, move the Drifter Knight 1 space towards the survivors on the hunt board. If it moves onto the survivor space, ambush the survivors. Okay, and then roll a random hunt event if no one bathes in the spring. So yeah, I think this is all good stuff. So let's have Burn bathe. So he sets his insanity to 0, which is already done. He gains a survival. So he's at 4 survival now. And we're going to get rid of, let's see here, Secretive or Rageaholic. So hold on, is it... oh no. Oh, sorry. We have to roll a d10 to see if we can 1. Okay, well, so on a 7+, they remove 1 random disorder. If they remove a disorder, they gain +1 survival. We didn't do that. Put that survival back away. Okay, and then the Drifter Knight moves 1 space forward, which I'm really sad that we don't get another hunt event for her, but okay. If any survivor based in the spring, move the Drifter Knight 1 space towards the survivors on the hunt board. If it moves into the survivor space, it ambushes the survivors. Good. Okay. Nothing happened. I think that is a good hunt event. So we're going to have Burn do the next event revealer, and it's going to be a random hunt event. So let's pull up that. Okay. The white is the 10 spot. Oops. White is the 10 spot. It's a 6. A 6. I always get nervous on the low numbers. Like Kingdom Death has made me averse to low numbers. I don't know if the random hunt event is that way. Like the lower numbers are worse and the higher numbers are better. But I know the highest number is really good. So okay, 6. Faceless Statue. The survivors come upon a faceless statue holding a shining lantern. Basking in the warm light, the survivors are renewed. Each survivor gains 1 survival. Awesome. Okay. I think our max survival, let's just check real quick. He's like 6 or 7. 6. Yep. So we're still fine. So yeah, Hwyn has the max survival right now. So it's good. Okay. If the settlement has sculpture, no. The survivors deeply appreciate the artist's subtle craftsmanship. Each survivor rolls 1d10, gain that many survival, and +1 understanding. The survivors may rest here longer. If they do, each survivor heal all injury levels and lost armor points on 1 hit location. However, they lose track of the quarry. Move it 1 space away from the survivors on the hunt board. If a survivor heals more than 5 lost armor points this way, they stare into the shining light for too long and gain 1 random disorder. If all survivors are insane, they cannot rest longer. Okay, we're not going to rest. We don't have any wounds that need healing, so I think we're gonna move on. So good. Another good event. So let's keep this trend going. Another random hunt event. Hwyn is going to be the event revealer on this one. 99. Oh my gosh, 99. Okay. Oh no, dang it. This is the portcullis, and we don't have the portcullis key. The survivors approach a massive portcullis standing in the darkness. It is not attached to anything and does not bar their way. They may choose to walk around it. If they do, roll again on the hunt event table before moving on the hunt board. If the settlement has the portcullis key, they may erase it from the settlement record sheet and use it. Each survivor gains +1 courage. The portcullis creaks open. The dank gloom awaits the survivors inside. We don't have it, so shoot. Dang it. Okay, we got to roll again. 59. Signs of battle. The survivors come upon the remains of a terrible battle between their quarry and some unknown foe. The event revealer may choose to investigate. If they do, they gain +1 courage and roll a d10. You know what? Let's do it. So Hwyn is the event revealer. They're going to investigate, so they gain +1 courage. Okay, that puts her at 2 courage. Alright, and we're going to roll a d10. 9. The quarry has left the remains of another monster in its wake. Gain 1 random basic resource. Beautiful. Let's pull those out. Oops. Wow. Okay, here we go. We get Monster Hide. Cool. Okay. So with that, we'll put this with Hwyn. With that, we move on to the Drifter Knight space, and we are ready to fight. I really want to look through this hunt, but I want to keep it a surprise for when we fight her again. I don't want to spoil anything prematurely, so awesome. Let me set up the showdown, and then I'll be right back. Okay, I think I've got everything set up. I might have a small problem. So I printed everything off a little while ago, and and cut everything up. And then when I was setting up the terrain, I noticed that there was the living coral card was a little weird. So I downloaded the card pack again for the Drifter Knight, and it was an updated card. So hopefully, I think after this showdown, I'll go through all the hit locations and AI and everything and make sure, because there could be some updated cards. So I might not be playing with the newest cards, just FYI. But I'll fix it next time we play the Drifter Knight. I'm just too excited to get into it. I don't want to pause for an hour and go through all the cards. So we're just gonna play it as it lies. I did reprint the terrain cards. So we've got Living Coral, which are I'm using acanthus plant tile pieces for now, and then what I think I'm going to do, I think they turn into dead coral, so I'll just put like a token or something on it so that we can remember that it's a dead coral. And then there's a tidal pool in the middle, so I'm using like a lava tile for it for now, and then that is the Drifter Knight, which is awesome. The mini for it is just amazing. I did scale it down a little bit. The original size seemed way big compared to the butcher and stuff, so I kept the tile the base size the same, and I just scaled down the Drifter Knight. So with that, I also with terrain I pulled a survivor corpse, which I put right here, and I put two tall grass, so I put those there. All right, with that, I went ahead and set up the AI deck. We get 8 basic and 5 advanced, so let me do the math. That's 13, 14 wounds. The movement of 8, toughness of 8. So let me shuffle those up real quick. And then a big old fat hit location deck, which should be good. So hopefully we don't draw that trap too often. I don't know what the trap does. I'm trying to stay as spoiler free as possible. Like that's how I like to go into a new fight, even though it's kind of handicapping myself. Like the survivors are facing this for the first time, and so am I. So there's that. We've got a bunch of special cards. So Hook and Reel, which is random survivor outside zone of poise, no target, perform aimless drifting. So we do some stuff. So evidently that's a trigger from AI, I guess. Aimless drifting. At the end of the monster's turn, move the monster 1d5 spaces in a straight line towards a random board edge. If the Drifter Knight moves over a dead coral terrain tile, flip it to a living coral. All survivors adjacent to the monster before this move are hooked. Move them 2 spaces in the same direction at the end of the monster's movement. Okay, so kind of randomly moves about the board, so it looks like we're going to have to do a lot of movement. Any survivors that suffer collision with the monster gains the internal toxicity survivor status card. If they already have it, they gain 1 bleed token instead. Do I have the internal toxicity card? There it is. I found it. Internal toxicity. Okay. So that needs to come out now. Okay, so at the end of the monster's turn, okay, they'll move 1d5 spaces in a straight line. All adjacent survivors are going to move with it. Any survivor that suffers collision with the monster gains the internal toxicity card. When you have this, you gain -2 evasion. You get a bleeded token. When you gain a bleeded token, place a token on this card. When there are 4+ tokens on this card, remove all of them and suffer 2 damage to each hit location. While you're adjacent to a dead coral terrain tile, you may spend activation to flip the tile to the living coral side, then discard this card. Okay, so if you would gain the survivor status card while you already have it, gain 1 bleed token instead. Okay. All right, so we don't want to get ran over, so we're probably going to be dashing a lot. So then we have a blood tide special card. If there are any living coral terrain tiles on the showdown board, when the last AI card is moved to the wound stack, archive those terrain tiles and heal X, where X is equal to the number of terrain tiles archived. Oh man, so if we were at the last AI card and we did the killing blow, we'd heal 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 if all those were living. But then they would be discarded. So we have to flip them. We'll have to flip them to dead coral, right? Okay, if they're a living coral. All right, so we're going to have to remember that. And then shame is another one. If the Drifter Knight is level 1, when a survivor ends their act in the monster's blind spot, they suffer bash and gain a bleed token. Okay. All right, so do not attack from the blind spot unless we dash away afterwards. So great. So there's a bunch of stuff going on, and hopefully I can keep it all straight. Okay, so then the title pool. So it looks like we can get resources from the title pool, but at our own peril. Like it looks like we either suffer brain damage, get a bleed token, or suffer 1 arm damage, but get a resource. So that might not be worth it, but okay. Oh man. So we're going to be gaining bleed tokens a lot. So either we're going to have 6 more health than what this already starts out with, or because living coral, if we use an activation, we gain 2 bleed tokens and the internal toxicity survivor status card. If we already have it, we gain 1 additional bleed token. So these bandages that we have are going to come in super handy. I should have bought more bandages. Yikes, this might be difficult, guys. So we start out with a 13-14, so we could have 20 wounds to kill this if we're not going to gain a ton of bleed tokens. All right, great. So I guess at this point, let's get started. So the Drifter Knight starts first. Let me switch my screen back over to the showdown. I think we've done everything as it should be. So okay, let's get started. The Drifter Knight goes first. So let's pull this very first Drifter Knight card. Rolling grapple. Perform hook and reel. Okay. Okay, so it looks like first we perform hook and reel, then we pick a target. So hook and reel, random survivor, outside zone of poise. Okay, I don't know what zone of poise is. Okay, so no target, perform aimless drifting. Okay, so the zone. Okay, random survivor outside the zone of poise. Oh no. Okay, place the survivor directly in front of the monster. They lose star armor points at the body location and may not dash until the next turn. Okay, so it's a random survivor outside the zone of poise. Okay, so it's any of these people, and it doesn't look like there's like any like range or anything. So we just do a random survivor. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. Reroll. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so burn is going to get moved. Place the survivor directly in front of the monster. Okay. They lose star armor points to the body location. All right, so he has 3 armor, so he goes down to 2 armor at the body. Burn does. Okay, and they may not dash. Okay, can't dash until the end of the monster turn. Okay. So hook and reel is now done. Okay, so now we go back to rolling grapple. Random survivor in blind spot. Nope. Closest survivor in range. So that's going to be burn. Move and attack. So speed 2. It's on a 3+, 4+, 5+, 5+. 5+. Okay, so that's 2 hits to the waist in the hand, so it's 2 damage. 2 damage to the waist, so that puts us down to a light on the waist, and it would be a heavy to the arms. So let's spend a survival to dodge that. So we just go to a light on the waist, And then we place the, okay, after damage, place the target in an unoccupied space in the monster's blind spot. So we go back here. Okay. All right, that's rolling grapple. Okay, so it kind of grabs them, punches them, and then rolls them back. Okay, cool. All right, so now let's see here. Okay, great. So if the monster, so we do shame. Whenever a survivor ends their act. Okay, this isn't their act. Okay, so that's good. Okay. At the end of the aimless drifting, at the end of the monster's turn, move the monster 1d5 spaces in a straight line towards a random board edge. Okay, so we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 7, 8. Okay. 1d5 spaces. So that's 1. Just right here. Okay, if it moves over a dead coral train tile, it flips to a living coral. All survivors adjacent to the monster before this move are hooked. Move them 2 spaces in the same direction at the end of the monster's movement. Okay, so they're moved here. Okay, no collision has happened. So, okay. I believe I'm playing that right, hopefully. Okay, so now it's our turn. All right, so we don't want to be in the blind spot. So I'm going to burn. Move here. 1, 2, 3. We're just going to move right there. Okay, and I'm going to burn attack with his bone axe. Speed 2. It's on a 6+, 5+ because our +1 accuracy. 5+. Okay. Oh no, 2 misses. That's not a good way to start. Okay, well, that's Burn's turn. Good job, Burn. Okay, so now what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, let's have, man, this is not helping us at all. The grass was not in the right position. So let's have Hwyn move 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And she's going to attack. Speed with her hooded scrap guitar. Speed 2 hits on a 7+. Ooh, that's 2 perfect hits. Nothing. It doesn't matter. Okay, 2 hit locations. Effortless Deflect. It's a parry. Wound attempts against this location automatically fail if you hit with a ranged weapon. Okay. +2 luck to wound this location if you are in the monster's facing. Okay. Hit with a ranged weapon. Okay. So it looks like we have +2 luck, so we would crit on an 8, which would be awesome. Okay. Okay, perfect. And then Veiled Throat. We have a failure. Basic action and gains +2 damage, or a death blow too. So let's do Effortless Deflect first, okay? Hope we crit. All right. We're in the monster's facing. We're going to attack with the hooded scrap guitar. The toughness of the Drifter Knight is 8. So 4, 3, 2, 1. Anything but a 1 will hit it, and we crit on an 8. Okay, perfect. So that's a wound. Okay, there's no failure, there's no crit, so that goes in the discard. Okay, so now the Veiled Throat. Anything but a 1. 9. Okay, this isn't +2 luck on this one, so it's just a wound. So down 2 already. Okay, so that's Hwyn's turn. Okay, so ranged weapons are not going to do us very well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're out of range. We could dash up with Jadis. Or we can search that survivor corpse. Okay. Let's search the survivor corpse. I think that's going to be our best bet at this point. I don't want to waste too much survival right away. Okay, here we go. Survivor corpse. Roll. 7. Gain +3 insanity and 1 skull basic resource. So 3 insanity will put us at 7. And a skull basic resource. Awesome. we go. Jadis got the skull. Perfect. Then we archive this terrain. Great. Perfect. Okay, so Jadis is now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because I think we need to be for. Okay, let's look at the cards real quick. So hook and reel happens. Okay, then if all of them are inside of this zone of poise, then it does aimless drifting, which it just moves in a random direction. So let's see. What at the end of the monster's turn will aimless drift as well. So, but hook and reel, yeah, if we do hook and reel, then we're gonna lose 1 armor point at the body location. But that's just an armor point. It doesn't, so I wonder if we're at 0 armor if it does anything. I'm a little confused on that. But okay. Well, we're gonna move Jadis up into there. I think that's the best thing to do. Oh, I just remembered we now have a surge, so let's go ahead and have Win. See if she spends a survival. She does not to surge. And she's going to attack again with that hooded scrap guitar. So 7+ speed 2. Okay, so 1 hit. The Jelly Hood. Failure, perform basic action targeting the attacker. This attack gains +2 damage. Okay. So we have 8, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5, that does it. Another wound. Okay, so now we've surged. Let's have Burn. Burn is gone. Let's have him. I'm a little nervous. Did Burn attack yet? When did... Oh yeah, he did. He did attack. Okay. Alright, and then Mrs. Beaver. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're gonna move here. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, we're gonna attack with the clawhead arrow. So we're gonna have to spend a survival to dash up because the bow is cumbersome. So we're gonna do speed 1, 6+. No, miss. So the clawhead arrow is used. Can't be used again until the next time around. And we have spent our turn. So that is all of our turns. Flip everything back over here. Okay, now it's the Drifter Knight's turn. Okay. Pressure point jab. Okay, perform hook and reel. Alright, so we are, let's see here. Yep, so everybody's in hook and reel in the zone of poise. So now we do aimless drifting. Okay, aimless drifting. All right, we roll 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh no. Okay, so I think at this point, can we dash with Win? Yeah, I think we can. So let's dash with Win. We do spend it. And then we're just going to go, boop, step aside. Okay. All right, and then we're going to do 1d5 spaces in a straight line. Just 1. Boop. Okay. Okay, everybody adjacent to the monster is hooked, so they will move as well. So this one, he just, Burn just moves up 1. Okay, no collision. Okay, so aimless drifting happened. There's a lot of stuff going on here. Okay, now we pick up pressure point jab. Closest survivor facing in range. So that's these two. So it's going to attack. It's going to attack Jadis. We're going to move here. We're going to attack speed 3. It's on a 2+, 3+, 4+, 5+, 5+ for 1 damage. 2 hits to the leg and the chest. So the chest will go down to 0, and the leg, I think we're gonna go down to a light on the leg. Okay, pressure point jab is done. Okay, our turn again. Dash is done. Let's see. Dodge is back. Okay. All right, so now let's see what happens. Unfortunately, Mrs. Beaver has nothing but the catgut bow to attack with. Okay, well, let's have Hwyn move first. She's going to move here. She's going to attack with Hooded Scrap Guitar, speed 2, 7+. Miss. She's going to spend a survival to surge. She does not spend it. She's going to attack again, 7+. 1 hit. To the Regenerative Plate, parry. Wound attempts against this hit location automatically fail if you hit with a ranged weapon. Okay, +2 luck. All right. Okay, so we hit on I believe anything but a 1 is we will hit this location. So yeah, 8, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yep. 5. Okay, that's a wound. There's no failure. There's no crit. So there you have it. Okay, that's Hwyn's turn. Let's have Burn go. He's going to attack speed 2. Hits on a 6+, 5+ because they're +1 accuracy. 2 hits. Perfect hits. Why can't I do that when I'm doing damage? Okay. Oh man, I can analyze. We started our turn. So let's go ahead and look at the AI card. I forgot about we have analyze because of our understanding. If we start our turn next to the guy, we can look at the top AI cards. So let's look just real quick. Perfect Harmony. Furthest threat facing in range. Okay, so that's just going to be the closest people. Speed 2 hits on a 4+, 3 damage. If the armor points on this location is odd, reduce all armor points on that location to 0. Okay, so it's 3 damage. So we probably want Jadis to take it probably because she's got the most evasion. So it'll be 4, 5, 6, 7 to hit on her. So yeah, okay, all right. So now let's go back to Burn's turn. Effortless Deflect. It's another parry, and then Petrified Coral Breastplate. The shock, if it fails, the shock rings through the attacker's arms. The attacker is adjacent to suffer 2 damage to the arm location and gain -1 accuracy token. Okay, so let's do Effortless Deflect again. So we're going to hit on an 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 3+, 8. That's another wound. Okay, Effortless Deflect is done. Now Petrified Coral. Oh, that doesn't count. 5. That's a wound. Okay, no failure reaction happens. Man, we're burning through her pretty quick. Let's spend a survival on Burn. Oh no, wait, we wanted to move him out of the way. Well, so we'll spend a survival. That'll be our surge action. Will be the first attack. Then we're gonna do a second attack, and then we'll move out of the way. So Burn, speed 2. So 6+, 5+. 2 misses, 3 and a 4. Okay, it's Burn's turn. Burn is gonna step back. Oh no, wait, we want to be out of the facing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're gonna move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 because it's furthest threat in the facing. So we want it to go right here. Okay, perfect. Jadis is going to attack with her bone axe, speed 2. It's on a 6+. 1 hit. The Plated Shin. We have a failure. Oh, it's super dense. Oh no. Oh no. So we're gonna bust the axe. Excuse me. We're gonna bust the axe. Well, I mean, I guess there's nothing to it. So we're going to hit 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3 plus. A crit. So that's a wound. I think the axe still is destroyed, even if we crit. You smash through the monster's armor plating. Gain one random Drifter Knight resource. Cool. Let's find my resources. There we go. She's going to have to attack either with the Bone Darts or Fist and Tooth now, or the Founding Stone, actually. Okay, alright, here we go. We get Exquisite Fabric, Hide Silk. Okay, oh, and that was Jadis. Yeah, Jadis attacked. Okay. Alright, perfect. Alright, how many wounds do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more wounds, plus 6 more probably. So let's have Jadis spend a survival. She's going to attack again with the Founding Stone. Speed 2, 7 plus. 2 misses. She doesn't have +1 accuracy or anything like that. Nope. Just 7 plus. Nothing. Okay. So that's Jadis's turn. Mrs. Beaver is last, and we'll just try it with Catgut Bow. Speed 2, it's on a 7 plus. 1 hit. Not a parry, not a parry. Okay. Head covering. Reflex. Perform hook and reel. Target the attacker. Then perform basic action targeting the attacker. This is a reflex. Oof, that's not good. Okay. Well, anyways. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. 2 plus. Crit, please. That's a wound, anyways. Okay. Perform hook and reel. Okay. Targeting the attacker. Random survivor outside. No target. Perform aimless drifting. So she's inside of the zone of poise, but I think we just pick target the attacker, so no matter what. So place a survivor directly in front of the monster. Okay. The star armor points to the body location, so we take a light to the body. They may not dash until the end of their next turn. Okay. Alright, so hook and reel is done. And then perform basic action targeting the attacker. Okay, and then that'll be done. Basic action. Closest. Okay, so we're targeting her. Speed 3. Yikes. It's on a 3 plus, 4 plus, 4 plus. Oh, 2 misses, 1 hit to the chest. So that's going to be 1 damage to the chest. So let's spend a survival. Our last survival. Oh, we can't dodge. Oh no, wait. Hook and reel said we can't dash. Dash. Yep. So I flipped over the wrong one. So we can dodge. So let's spend our last survival to dodge that because we don't want to go to a heavy, and we'd also gain a bleeding token with that. So okay. All right, so that's Mrs. Beaver's turn. I think that's everybody. Okay, so everything gets flipped over again. Okay, AI card. Here we go. Pierce the Veil. Closest survivor in field of view. Closest non-threat survivor. Or no target offering. Closest survivor in field of view. So we can kind of pick. So let's pick Jadis. So we're going to speed 2. Hits on 2 plus, 3 plus, 4 plus, 5 plus. For 5 damage. Oh, man. Bleed 1. After damage, bleed 1. Target suffers a severe injury to the chest location with a +3 to the roll result. Yikes. Oh no, we're supposed to perform hook and reel first. Oh no. Crap. Hold on. Okay, let's perform hook and reel. Everybody's in the zone of poise. So we're going to aimless drift. Okay, so again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3. So we're going to go this way. So Hwyn is going to dash. She does not spend her survival. She's going to move here. So it's going to move this way. And it's going to move 1d5. So just one space again. Okay. Okay. So we did hook and reel. No collision happened. Aimless drifting happened, sorry. Now, closest survivor in field of view. Closest non-threat survivor. Okay, there's nobody in the field of view right now. So closest non-threat survivor, everybody's a threat. No target offering. Okay, let's figure out offering now. Instinct offering. If there are any dead coral tiles on the showdown board, flip one adjacent pair of tiles to the living coral side. If there are no dead coral terrain tiles, perform hook and reel, then basic action. Oh no. Okay. Okay, so the Pierce the Veil is gone. We're going to perform hook and reel again. Everybody's within the zone of poise. So we're going to do aimless drifting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, so this way. So we're going to go run d5. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So 3 spaces. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Oh, and then these guys go with, because they're adjacent. Oh, just 2 spaces, right? 1, 2. Right? All survivors adjacent to the monster before this move are hooked. Move them 2 spaces in the same direction at the end of the monster's movement. Okay, so we moved that way. Okay, nobody suffered collision. Now we're going to perform a basic action. Right? Okay. Then basic action. Okay, basic action. Closest threat facing in range, nobody. Random survivor in blind spot, nobody. Closest survivor. Okay, so we're going to turn. Come in here. We're going to have them attack Quinn. Speed 3. It's on a 3+, 4+, 5+, 6+. So that's 2 hits to the... okay, we get a bleed token no matter what. Okay. So we get a bleed token. We get 1 damage to the waist and the chest. So the chest will go to a 1 and the waist will go to a 1. Okay, basic action is done. Boy, this is complicated. Okay, at the end of the turn, what do we do? Okay, we do aimless drifting again. Right? Yeah, because we just did Pierce the Veil. We did offering. Boy, a lot of steps. So, okay. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this way, we go 1d5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 3. 1, 2, 3. So we go here. These guys go 2. 1, 2. Okay, perfect. All right. Yeah, okay, well, you know, I'm, like, we're burning through the AI fairly quickly. We're doing a lot of wounds. I think at this point, we're just going to leave the living coral and take that hit of 6 more wounds that we're going to have to do because I'm worried about the bleed issue and that whole... internal toxicity. So we gain -2 evasion, we gain a bleed token, we get 2, if we get more than 4 tokens on the card, we get 2 damage to every hit location. We have to flip the dead coral to a live coral to get rid of the card. So yeah, like I think at this point we're gonna have to just take it. I think it's too much work to try to move all around and try to flip all those before the end. I don't know, maybe. Okay, so what if we had Mrs. Beaver do it? What if we had Mrs. Beaver do it? Okay, so we're living coral. Oh, but Mrs. Beaver has no bandages. So it'd have to be Burn or Jadis, which those are our 2 pretty big hitters. Yeah, okay, never mind. I take it back. Okay. Our turn now, right? Yeah. The living coral's an impassable terrain. Okay, so let's have Hwyn go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right here. She's going to attack speed 2. Hits on a 7+ with her hooded scrap guitar. That's cocked. That's a miss. Bummer. She's going to surge. She does not spend her survival. And she's going to attack again. 7+. 2 more misses. Yikes. Okay. That hooded scrap guitar is not fun. Okay. So that's that. Now let's have Mrs. Beaver attack. Sure. Speed 2, 7+ with the bow. So that's 2 hits. Okay. The koi fish pauldron and the trap. Oh man. Okay. All survivors are doomed. As the monster bats the attack away, it brings fingers to its lips. The attacker's mind is nearly split in two from the maddening torrent of screams echoing through their heads. They suffer brain damage equal to 2 times the level, +3. Oh my gosh. So 2 times 1 is 2, +3. So 5 brain damage. Well, she's at 0, so that's going to be a severe brain injury. And then gain 2 bleed tokens and are knocked down. So let's do 2 bleed tokens. Knocked down. Okay, and we're going to suffer a severe brain injury. Where did I put the severe injury? Okay, brain injury. Okay, so we don't have... okay, so we just roll a d10. We don't have anything special. 8. Lunacy. Gain a random disorder and 1d5 insanity. So we gain 5 insanity. Okay. And a random disorder. Disorder. Okay. 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It is anxiety. That sounds... It's a little too close to home, guys. Anxiety. Okay. Write that down. You are afraid of being afraid. You're a nervous wreck, and monsters can smell this in your scent. At the start of each showdown, gain the party target token unless you have stinky gear. No stinky priority target. That's not too bad. Okay. Yeah, well, that's not bad. Okay, Burns' turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's out of range. I could have him dash up. That might be a good idea. So let's have him spend a survival to dash. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. Speed 2. Hits on a 6+, 5+ because of accuracy. Oh, no, wait. We don't have to. Hold on. He's got 7 movement. He can get up there no problem. Forgot about that. He has 6 movement by default, and then +1 movement with the silk boots. So, okay. Speed 2, 6+. 2 hits. Oh, shoot. I got the trap, so I got to reshuffle. Okay, 2 hits. Here we go. Petrified Coral Breastplate, which is super dense. Dang it. Dang it, dang it, dang it. Super dense. Evidently, we're not supposed to bring frail items to this fight. So super dense. I think we're going to do that one second so that we can make both of these attacks go through. Squirming Sleeve, a violent slash of venomous tendrils. All survivors in the monster's facing gain 1 bleed token. Oh, nobody's in the facing, so good. Okay, let's do Squirming Sleeve first. So 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. 3+. That's 3, that'll do it. Okay, then Petrified Coral Breastplate, 3+. 9. It's a wound. But since it's super dense, our axe is now broken. We've gone through 2 axes now. No! Help! Okay, so I'm going to reshuffle the AI deck because there's nothing left. Four wounds left before the recharge. So that's going to be 10 more wounds left to go. Maybe it'll be worth it. Maybe we'll try. See what happens here. So, okay. Burns' turn. Done. Jadis. Should we have Jadis go after Coral now? Jadis has bandages. She doesn't have an axe anymore, so she's going to be a little bit less potent with her attacking. Let's do it. Jadis is going to move 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so she's a living Coral. So we flip the terrain tile to a dead Coral. So I'm going to do... How do I want to do this? Let's just put a token on there. So now it's a dead Coral. Gain 2 bleed tokens. Okay. And the internal toxicity survival status card. Okay. You have -2 evasion, so these 2 evasions are now gone. Okay. When you get a bleed token, place a token on this card. If there are 4+ tokens on this card, remove all of them and suffer 2 damage to each hit location. Okay. Okay, all right. Okay, cool. All right, so stuff happens. So that goes to a dead Coral now. What does a dead Coral do? Okay, so yeah, I wanted to make sure that was correct. So if you're not fighting the Drifter Knight, an adjacent survivor may search for something useful. So yeah, we are facing the Drifter Knight, so we cannot do this. So we can't do anything with the dead Coral other than it won't heal 1. Okay, so that's Jadis's turn. Hwyn is gone, so I think that's everybody. Great. Okay. Drifter Knight. Perform hook and reel. Oh no, this is bad. Yeah, so hold on. Hook and reel. Oh no. Okay, random survivor outside the zone of poise. Outside the zone of poise. That's Jadis. Yeah, I mean that's a problem. I'm wondering if we should have Hwyn dash out of the zone. It's gonna be random anyway, so let's just do it. Okay, so Jadis is gonna get it. Place the survivor directly in front of the monster. Okay, we're gonna put her there so she can go. They suffer star. They lose star armor points at the body location. That's not a wound, so we're already at 0. So I think that's it. May not dash. Sure. I'm not sure about that rule, but star armor points. It doesn't say anything. Take a wound, which would soak through armor or blah blah blah. So I think hook and reel is done now. Okay, it's not too bad. The problem is that she's going to try to go over there and take care of those corals, and yeah, closest survivor facing in range. Great. So that's going to be Jadis. Random survivor in blind spot. Okay, so here we're going to go. So speed 3, 2+, 3+, 3+ is it, because these two evasion are gone right now. So just 3+. 2 hits to the arm in the chest. So the arm goes down to 0. She's going to spend a survival to dodge the chest. Okay, so she's down to 3 survival. Okay, Pressure point jab is done. So now at the end of the turn, random board edge. Okay, again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 1. Okay. So Jadis is going to dash. So she'll just dash to here. And then it moves 1d5. So it's going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all the way over here. Okay, I think that's okay to dash at that point. Not sure. Okay. Nobody was in the blind spot. Yeah, because I forgot about shame. Okay. All right. Cool. It's the end. Miss Beaver stands up. So now, if we flip over another living coral, if you gain the survivor status. Okay, so living coral. Flip the terrain tile, gain 2 bleed tokens. And if you would gain this survivor status card while you already have it, gain 1 bleed token. So if we flip a terrain tile right now, we will die. So we cannot do that. So we're going to spend an activation to use bandages. Remove up to 2 bleed tokens from yourself. So that's gone. Then, now let's surge. So we gain, so then we surge. This goes to a dead coral. We gain 3 bleed tokens. 1, 2, 3. Because we would flip it to a dead coral, gain 2 bleed tokens. If you already have it, gain 1 additional bleed token. Perfect. Okay. So that's her turn, Jadis's turn. So that's like 2 wounds basically to it. It's slow going, but gee. Okay. Is anybody 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let's have Huyn move up. Speed 2 hits on a 7+. That's 2 hits. The plated chin, another super dense, and the grotesque hand. Okay, so let's do plated skin first. Accuracy token until the end of the next. Okay, yeah, I am both. Actually, let's do grotesque hand first, because there's a -1 accuracy token until the end of the next monster turn, which that would be cool. So 8, 4, 3, 2, 4, 3, 2, 1. Anything but a 1. A 2. That's a wound. So we gain a -1 accuracy token. If I can find my accuracy tokens. Luck. Accuracy. -1 accuracy. Okay. So that's the grotesque hand. Did I wound? Did I do a wound? Oh, I don't remember. I think I did. I can't remember if I moved a card over to the wound stack. Let's just peek at it real quick. Pierce the veil. Yeah, I think I did. Okay. All right. Plated shin. Anything but a 1. 7. It's another wound. Okay, so we have 1 AI card remaining. No failure. We're going to have her surge. We would spend it. A survival. And she's going to attack again. It's on a 7+. 1 hit. The elegant train. There's a death blow. So let's look at this. Hold on. Death blow. So let's look at the blood tide. If there are any living coral tiles on the showdown board when the last AI card is moved to the wound stack. Oh, we're not doing a death blow anyways. It doesn't matter. Anything but a 1. 3. That's a wound. So we have no AI cards on the deck. So we will now, if we hit them one more time, then blood tide will happen. Oh no, oh shoot. Oh no, I did it early. Oh no. If there are any living coral terrain tiles at the showdown board when the last AI card is moved to the wound stack, which I just did, archive those terrain tiles and heal X, where X is equal to the number of terrain tiles archived. Dang it. So we're going to heal. 1, 2, 3, 4. Shoot. So archive the terrain tiles now, though. So this one's going to go away. This one's going to go away. This one's going to go away. Okay. So still have 2 that are dead currently. But that's okay. All right. Well, shoot. Let's shuffle these guys. So now we have 5 wounds left rather than just 1. Quinn has surged, so now Burn with his infinite movement, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Didn't need it. He's going to attack with his, not his axe because it's broken. We're just going to have to do Fist and Tooth. Speed 2 hits on an 8+. Miss. He's going to surge 8+. Okay, 2 hits. There we go. Okay, Clash of Blades, Impervious. The strike against the monster, Spear, Reflex. Perform aimless drifting, cancel hits not out of range. So we want to do Head Covering is the next one. Perform Hook and Reel, targeting the attacker, then perform basic action, targeting the attacker. Great. Well, yeah. The Clash of Blades is Impervious. We want to do a Head Covering. So 8, 8, 7, 6. 6 plus to wound. 3. Okay, so now we perform Hook and Reel, targeting the attacker. Okay, Hook and Reel. Okay. So we place it in front of them. We can't place it in front. In front of the monster. Okay, I would guess that we would just move them adjacent, which they already are, and then they lose 1 armor point, so they go down to 1 armor point. Okay, and then we perform basic action, targeting the attacker. So we're gonna do basic action now. Speed 3. It's on a 3+, 4+, 5+. That's 2 hits to the waist and chest. Gain a bleed token. So 1 to the waist, which we're gonna dodge because that would be a heavy, and 1 to the chest, which puts it down to 0. Okay. Well, you know what? Hold on. We don't want to do aimless drifting. So let's do this. Let's take that back. We're going to suffer a heavy to the waist. That knocks him down. Okay. Then, so head covering is now done. He can't do Clash of Blades now. So the reflex doesn't trigger. It just gets discarded. Perfect, because we don't want to do aimless drifting right now. Mrs. Beaver's turn. She can't do anything, basically, because she can't dash up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and she's out of range. So she will... Let's do Cat Eye Circlet. Hit locations. 1, 2, and 3. All right, so we've got Parasitic Jellyfish, Sulfuric Growth, and Volatile Abdomen. All of them are bad. If we wound... Oh. The Sulfuric Growth. The growth agitates the monster. All reactions are canceled until the end of the attack. Ooh. Stinging venom erupts from the gash. Volatile abdomen. Survivors adjacent to the monster and on the blind cell suffer 1 damage to random hit location. Okay, so let's do Sulfuric Growth, and then Parasitic Jellyfish, and then Volatile Abdomen. Actually, let's do let's do sulfuric growth, volatile abdomen, parasitic jellyfish, because then sulfuric growth will wound, and then the reaction to volatile abdomen, which is worse, will be canceled. So yeah, okay. All right, that's the end of all of our turns. Everything gets flipped. All right, Drifter Knight's turn. Ooh, Form of Inverted Mountain. It's a mood card. When this comes into play, draw an AI card. So we're gonna. Just a reminder: the monster roots itself into the ground. Its movement becomes 0. It does not perform aimless drifting, and all attacks gain infinite range. The monster cannot be knocked down. Hit location reactions cannot be canceled for any region. Oh no. Discard this when show me your motivation is triggered. Dang it. This -1 accuracy token would have been gone. Okay, so movement is 0. All attacks gain infinite range. Cannot be knocked down. Hit location reactions cannot be canceled for any reason. Okay, here's the next one. Perform hook and reel. So, okay, so random. So we got. So random survivor outside of the zone of poise. So it's one of these two. So 5, 1 to 5, 5 to 10. Okay, so it's Jadis. So we would just do adjacent since we can't do in front. Jadis removes 1 armor point to the body location, which we're already at 0. It can't dash. Okay, hook and reel is done. Now, random survivor in blind spot. Nope, closest survivor in range. So we can pick. So let's do Hwyn. So we're going to do speed 2. Hits on a 3+, 3+, 4+, 5+, 6+. 4+, 5+, 6+. 1 hit. To the chest. We're going to spend a survival. We do spend it to dodge that. So we don't do that. After damage, place the target in an unoccupied space in the monster's blind spot. Okay, that's done. Then, so now we don't do aimless drifting anymore. We don't do shame because nobody's in the blind spot. Okay. He stands up. Okay, our turn. We need to finish this. One thing nice is we have 1 less wound because of the form of the inverted mountain. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 wounds remaining. Okay. Here we go. All right, so Hwyn is going to go. She's going to attack 7+. 2 hits. Oh, shoot, yeah. Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. Oh, no, this is bad. We don't want to do 2 hits. Well, let's do sulfuric growth. So, 8, 4, 3, 2, anything but a 1. That's what we needed for volatile abdomen. So no wound happens, anything but a 1. It's a 9. So it's a wound. Stinging venom erupts from the gas. Survivors adjacent to the monster and not in the blind spot suffer 1 damage to a random hit location that ignores armor. Awesome. Okay, so we have 3 of them. Alright, so Hwyn first. 1 arm that ignores armor. So we go to a light, I guess. So we bust through the armor. I think we keep armor. I don't know. When it goes through armor, does it burn all the armor away and then do a light, or is it just a light? A light when it keeps the armor. I think it burns through the armor. So, rule of death. Okay, now burn to the chest. So that's a light to the chest. Okay, and then Jadis to the head. So that's a heavy to the head. She gets knocked down. Okay, Hwyn. That one did not go so well. Okay, but Hwyn is going to spend a survival. She spends it. She's got 2 left to surge. 7+. 2 more hits. Okay. We got the Paladin Chin and the Parasitic Jellyfish. So if we fail on the Paladin Chin, we're going to suffer Bash and 1 damage to a random hit location. Parasitic Jellyfish, if we wound the attacker suffers Bash, bleed 1, and star damage to a random hit location. So let's do the Paladin Chin first. So anything but a 1. So wound. Failure. Anything but a 1. 8. It's a wound. So now the attacker suffers Bash. So knockdown. 1 bleed. And 1 damage to a random hit location. To the leg. So we're down to 1. I think that was worth it, just to get it over with. Okay. Alright, this is it. Like, if we can kill him now. So Hwyn is done. So who has the best chance of attacking? Jadis does, actually. So let's have Hwyn spend a survival. She spends it to encourage Jadis. Whoop. Okay, and then Jadis is going to attack with her Founding Stone. Speed 2. I always say Spone. I don't know why, but I always say Spone. 7+. 1 hit. That's all we need. The Venom Sac. Reflex. Perform aimless drifting. Cancel all hits not out of range. Okay, that's all we have to do. So 8, 7, 6, 5. 5+ to kill the Drifter Knight. 8. Awesome. Awesome. That was a really fun battle. I had a really good time. It was very well balanced, I feel like. I mean, we had 3 bleed tokens on Jadis, 2 on Miss Beaver, 1 on Burn, 2 on Hwyn. We're going to have to come in with bandages. We got really lucky that we didn't start doing bleed tokens right away. I liked the living coral, dead coral thing. There was like that balance there of, are we going to do 6 more wounds to this guy, or are we going to take a bunch of bleed tokens and suck up one player's turn? Also, the hook and reel kind of negates all that too, because if she was over here, we'd hook back, she'd have to move all the way back. So that's really interesting. So I liked it so far. Nobody died, which is good. So let's read the victory. Okay, victory. So we gain 100 XP, 1 weapon proficiency, and the rewards. So the rewards are: the first time the Drifter Knight is defeated, the settlement gains a Jelly Apothecary location. The group gains the following rewards. Okay, so I just printed that off because I realized I didn't have it. So we gain the Jellyfish Apothecary. Beautiful. Then we gain 4 basic and X Drifter Knight resources. Oh no. Let me zoom in because my old eyes can't see that. Let's get the 4 basic first. This is not going to be good. Okay. Oh, and we have 1 token. Hold on, so 1, 2, 3, 4 basic. So we're going to get Monster Hide, Broken Lantern, and Love Juice. Good. Okay. Now, X Drifter Knight resources. X is equal to the number of tokens on Blood Tide at the end of the showdown. On the end of Blood Tide. If there's any living coral terrain tiles on the showdown board, when the last AI card is moved to the wound stack, archive those terrain tiles and heal X, where X is equal number of terrain tiles archived. Is there a different trait? Let me look it up real quick. Blood Tide is the number of tokens on Blood Tide. Does that mean blood tide because there's no tokens that you add to it, or is it internal toxicity? We healed 4 when we triggered blood ties, so maybe that's what it is. So it's better to not flip those over because we could gain 6 resources. I'm going to have to look up the rule. Tokens. X is equal to the number of tokens on blood tide at the end of the showdown. Don't know what that means. Okay, well, I'm gonna just say that means the amount of coral that was used, which is 4, so we're gonna gain 4 resources. I mean, maybe it's a typo, and maybe it should be internal toxicity, because if that's the case, we'd gain 1. But I think it's gonna be because it says blood tide, so maybe they just forgot to do a token on it. So let's just do 4. I think that's fair. So we get stinging tendrils, fleshy gut. So stinging tendrils is an organ, fleshy gut is a hide, fleshy armor is a hide, and petrified plate, bone and scrap. Cool. Okay. If the settlement has the Nightmare Training Innovation when they defeat a level 3+ Drifter Knight, nope, we don't have to worry about that. That's it. Perfect. Awesome. That was a really fun showdown. Still super stoked about it. I will let me set up the settlement, and then we'll come right back. Okay. All right. We're back at the settlement. We progress another Lantern Year to Lantern Year 7. So now we do a settlement event. I hope I'm right with the gaining the 4. Yeah, I mean, I think that seems right to me. Like, I don't think it would be the other one. I don't know. If any of the writers are watching this, and I'll download the new rule book. Maybe I have an older rule book and it's specified there. But, okay. Anyways, for now, back to the settlement. We're just going to move on. 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Silk Storm. So we've had this a bunch. It's crazy how much we've had Silk Storm. Okay. Okay, we gain 2 endeavors for the Spidicules. Okay. I can silk diet. So let's do 2 silk diets with those. So let's do 1, 3, and a 5. We get a random vermin resource. Let's just pull it out of here. We gain crab spider for hide. Good. Okay, that's 2 of those endeavors. So then one of them is going to gain 5 survival. So let's just have Grumpus gain 5 survival, but has to skip the next hunt. Or who has to skip the next hunt already? Secretive, Burn. So let's have him gain 5 survival. So he'll be a 6 survival. I think that's a better idea. So Burn cannot go to the next hunt. Okay. We have to have 1 empty space in the gear grid. Okay, that's it. So Silkstorm is done. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. All right. Next, we trigger Phoenix Feather. A fallen feather fills the settlement with dread. The skies bubble and murmur as a dark presence tears through the atmosphere like a negative lightning bolt, sucking the air and energy from all who gaze upon it. A light rain begins. The survivors turn their eyes up to see a huge iridescent feather slowly floating towards the ground. Their lantern lights reflect the strange rainbows off the twisting feather. A primal fear takes root in the settlement. You may now hunt the phoenix. Add it to the query list in the settlement record sheet. Nominate a survivor to speak. They gain +1 courage and break the silence. We're going to have Grumpus do it. Grumpus is going to break the silence. And he rolls a d10. 7. The survivor exclaims that the fallen feather is the most beautiful and dangerous thing they have ever laid eyes on. Each color runs perfectly into another, and gazing upon it imparts a strange sense of longing. They're convinced that there has never been something so perfect in the world. The survivors greedily hides the feather from the others. They gain the crazed fighting art and the hoarder disorder, and gain +1 courage. Returning survivors gain +2 insanity. Okay, so we gain another courage. All my returning survivors gain 2 insanity. 2, 2, and 7. Okay. That's good. But we gain crazed fighting art. Where is fighting arts? There we go. Crazed fighting art. Crazed. Okay. Gains the hoarder disorder. Hoarder. Okay, so let's see. Crazed. A perfect hit, gain +1 insanity. Hit +1 insanity. Okay, and then hoarder. Returning survivor. Archive. 1 resource. +1 courage. I'll read the flavor text here. You compulsively collect and stash everything you can get your hands on. Every little bit you add to your secret hoard makes your existence feel more real. Whenever you are a returning survivor, archive 1 resource gained from the last showdown and gain +1 courage. Boo. I do not like that one at all. That one's not fun. So Grumpus might not be going out on very many hunts because I need those. Okay, well, there you have it. Grumpus, way to go. Okay. All right, so now we gain endeavors. Oh, we should have done that before. We gained 4 endeavors. Updated the death count, none. We updated the timeline. Triggered all the events. Checked milestones. We're good. Now we're into developing. So I think what we're gonna do. So I looked over the Jellyfish Apothecary. There's not a whole lot we need. We need like destroyed barb, which I think that's a level 2 Drifter Knight. We need leather and iron, which we can't build yet. And there's all this like concoctions that I haven't looked at yet. But for now, we're gonna hold off on building those. So we're not gonna do anything with the Jellyfish Apothecary. But we are going to use the Lantern Horde, the Stinging Tendril, and the Skull Basic Resource, and the Monster Hide that we gained. That is going to give us an innovation. So we're going to innovate. We get to draw 4, which we don't. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 6 of them. We're going to draw 4 and pick from them. So we get drums, hovel, ammonia, and pictograph. Okay, so pictograph we can run away. Ammonia, departing survivors gain +1 survival. Hovel, departing survivors gain +1 survival, and survival limit is +1. And drums. So I think pictograph and drums are out. I like hovel and ammonia. I think we need ammonia for leather working. But hovel is good for babies, I believe. And it puts our survival limit and our departing survival. Let's do ammonia. We're just going to do ammonia. We need to add ammonia consequences to the deck. And I need to make sure that I haven't missed adding innovations when consequences. I'll have to look through those, but ammonia is now added. Departing survivors gain 2 survival now, which is good. Okay. All right, so we've innovated, so that's all done. We're going to use Weapon Crafter. We're going to use We're going to use the monster hide we gained, plus we have in our storage, so we need 2 bone, 1 hide, 1 organ. So we're going to use, oops, 1 page. We're going to use one of the monster organs that we had, and then 2 bone. So we're going to use the serrated fangs that we had. That should take care of it, right? Oh yeah, we needed the petrified plate too. Yeah, so that should give us 2 bone, 1 hide, 1 organ. So now we got the counterweighted axe. It's not frail, which is good. So then that'll replace one of our bone axes. And maybe we should get our 1 bone axe back. Do we have another bone left? We do not. Okay, so never mind on that. Okay, so now there's that. We're going to spend the fleshy armor and the monster hide, another monster hide that we got, to build the last 2 pieces of our second set of rawhide armor. So that's good. So now we have 2 complete sets of rawhide armor. So the Skinnery's done. We are going to put the crab spider, the exquisite fabric, the fleshy armor, and the broken lantern into storage. And then the last thing we need to do is we need to do intimacy with the love juice, because we need some people. Okay, so we're going to spend the love juice to trigger intimacy. We're going to use Jadis and Grumpus. Oh, I forgot to add Hunt XP to these guys. So, Jadis gains the axe specialization. Ooh, let me look at that. Armor, weapon specialization X. Here we go. So we gain axe specialization. When attacking with an axe, if your wound attempt fails, you may ignore it and attempt to wound again. Wound fails. Try again. 1 time. Per attack. Okay, perfect. That is great. So she gains 1. Quinn gains a Hunt XP and a weapon proficiency. She's using the guitar, so she gains 1 Hunt XP, or 1 weapon proficiency. Burn is going to gain an XP, and he's going to age up. Mrs. Beaver gains a Hunt XP, and she uses the bow, so she'll gain a proficiency in the bow. Perfect. So let's age up Burn real quick, because I forgot about that. Age. So Burn can now gain weapon proficiencies and rolls 2d10. 9 plus 4 is 13. We gain a random fighting art. Okay. There we go. We're going to gain Monster Claw style. Fist and Tooth gains +1 accuracy, +1 strength, and savage. Okay, well, maybe we should switch to Fist and Tooth with him. I'll think about it. Okay, there's that. So now, who do we want? So, dang it. I mean, I was going to have Jadis go in there. Man, Hwyn is so good. Mrs. Beaver is used for reroll. Let's do this. Let's have Grumpus and Mrs. Beaver have intimacy. They are consenting, and we're going to do it. So, here we go. All right, so we're going to roll 2d10 and take the lower of the 2. 5 and a 9. 5 is a baby. Good. All right, so we're going to gain, I believe we need, I think we need some males in here. So one male, and a female, and a male, and a female, and a female. Yeah, so 1 male. We're going to get male, Lantern Year 7, and we're going to name them Glozzel. Lord Glozzel. Okay. All right. Perfect. Okay. So I'll add them. All right. So now we got all these endeavors left over, so we're just going to augury. 4, somebody gains a survival. 4, somebody gains a survival. And 1. Nope. Okay, so we gain 2 survival from someone. That's all of our endeavors. Bummer. Well, we gained 1 survivor at least, so that's a positive. Okay, I think that's all for this episode. I'm pretty happy with the outcome. I'm happy that we defeated the Drifter Knight without TPKing, because that would have been devastating to our settlement. It seems pretty easy for the most part. So I would say it's probably more difficult than a level 1 White Lion. But it wasn't like overly hard like a Butcher or something, which it's just I guess I was thinking in my head that it was a Nemesis encounter rather than just a regular hunt. But yeah, I loved it. I had a really good time with it. We'll probably face it again next year to try to farm more resources, because I think if I'll clarify the rules, but if X equals the token on blood tile, and blood tile, is 6 because we flip over, we archive 6 of those living, whatever. Dang it! Why can't I think of the name? Living coral. So we'll get 6 resources plus 4 basic. That's huge. So let me clarify the rules on that. But for now, that's the end. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.